Have you ever faced a moment so overwhelming, so terrifying, that every morning feels like stepping into the unknown? A moment when life suddenly changes direction, and nothing feels certain anymore? Because for former Coronation Street legend Tracy Shaw, that moment has arrived. And what she has just shared with fans is both heartbreaking and incredibly inspiring. Welcome back to Coronation Street Update. Today we're talking about an emotional real-life story that has touched fans across the country. A story about courage, fear, hope, and a battle that no one ever wants to face. Because Tracy Shaw, the actress forever remembered by Coronation Street fans as Maxine Peacock, has taken another devastating step in her breast cancer journey. And what she did before starting chemotherapy has left many fans emotional. But behind the brave smile, there may be a much deeper emotional struggle unfolding. Let's dive in. Back in April, Tracy revealed the shocking news that she had been diagnosed with breast cancer. A diagnosis that instantly changed everything. One moment life feels normal. The next, every hospital appointment, every test result, every conversation with doctors, carries enormous emotional weight. And for Tracy, the reality of that journey is becoming increasingly real. As chemotherapy approaches, she recently made an incredibly moving decision. A decision that many cancer patients understand all too well. Before treatment could take away her hair, she chose to give it away herself. In an emotional social media video, fans watched as Tracy sat calmly in the salon chair. Her long hair carefully divided into sections. Plaited, prepared, ready for one final goodbye. And then, the scissors appeared. Hair that had been part of her identity for years. Slowly falling away. Not because she wanted a new style. Not because of fashion. But because cancer had forced her into a battle she never expected to fight. And that's when the emotional reality of her situation truly hit fans. Because losing hair during chemotherapy isn't just physical. It's psychological. It becomes a visible reminder. A daily reflection in the mirror. Proof that life has changed. Proof that a difficult fight lies ahead. Yet instead of allowing that moment to be defined by loss, Tracy transformed it into something beautiful. She donated her hair to the Little Princess Trust, an organization that creates wigs for children and young people experiencing hair loss. A gesture that speaks volumes about her character. Even while facing one of the most frightening chapters of her own life, she was still thinking about helping others. And that simple act has touched thousands of people. But then things become even more emotional. In the caption accompanying her video, Tracy wrote words that instantly resonated with supporters. She said goodbye to her hair before chemotherapy could take it away completely. And she explained that she would enjoy what remained for now. A simple statement. Yet beneath those words lies something deeply human. Acceptance, fear, determination, and perhaps even grief. Because every cancer journey contains moments of letting go. And this was one of them. But that may not be the whole story. Because shortly after revealing her new hairstyle, Tracy posted another powerful message. One that showcased her fighting spirit. She told cancer survivors, "I'm coming." 3 simple words, but incredibly powerful. Not words of surrender. Words of determination. Words of someone refusing to be defined by her diagnosis. And fans immediately rallied behind her. Messages of support flooded social media. Friends, viewers, former colleagues. Everyone united behind her. Among those offering support was fellow Coronation Street star Sally Dinover. A woman who understands this battle personally. Having faced cancer herself, Sally reached out with a heartfelt message. Telling Tracy she looked amazing. And offering help whenever she needed it. It's a reminder that behind the television screens, real friendships exist. Real support systems. Real people standing together during life's darkest moments. Meanwhile, Maria Connor actress Samia Longchamban also shared her admiration, calling Tracy beautiful. As always. And honestly, many fans agreed. Because courage has a way of creating its own beauty. Yet despite all the support, one recent video revealed the emotional burden Tracy is carrying behind closed doors. And this may be the most heartbreaking part of the entire story. Speaking candidly to followers, Tracy described waking up each morning knowing another hospital visit awaits. Another conversation. Another piece of news. Another unknown. The uncertainty has become relentless. And eventually, the emotional strain became too much. As she spoke, her voice cracked, the emotion surfaced, and tears followed. In one of her most vulnerable moments, she admitted that sometimes she feels unable to continue, unable to face another appointment, unable to process another challenge. And it's impossible not to feel the weight of those words. Because cancer isn't just a physical fight. It's a psychological battle. One filled with fear, exhaustion, uncertainty, and invisible emotional wounds. But then, even through the tears, something remarkable happened. Tracy revealed she would soon meet other women beginning chemotherapy alongside her. Women facing the same fears, the same uncertainty, the same battle. Suddenly, the story shifted. Because sometimes courage isn't the absence of fear. Sometimes courage is showing up despite being terrified. And that's exactly what Tracy is doing. Every single day. Longtime Coronation Street fans know Tracy as Maxine Peacock, a beloved character who spent 8 years on the famous cobbles. A character whose tragic death at the hands of serial killer Richard Hillman became one of the soap's most unforgettable storylines. Back then, millions watched Maxine fight for survival on screen. But today, fans are watching Tracy fight a very real battle off-screen. And many believe this may be her bravest role yet. But what happens next? That remains uncertain. Chemotherapy is only beginning. The hardest days may still lie ahead. There will undoubtedly be challenges. There will be difficult moments. And there may be setbacks along the way. But if Tracy's recent messages have shown us anything, it's that she possesses incredible strength. The kind of strength that inspires others. The kind of strength that turns fear into determination. And the kind of strength that has already won the admiration of countless fans. As this journey continues, thousands will be standing beside her, supporting her, encouraging her, and hoping for the day she can proudly call herself a survivor. For now, the fight continues. And the next chapter of this emotional story is only just beginning. We'll be keeping a close eye on every update. And we'll continue sharing the latest developments with you right here on Coronation Street Update. If you've been touched by Tracy's story, leave a heart in the comments below to show your support. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the latest Coronation Street news, updates, and emotional behind-the-scenes stories. Because sometimes the most powerful stories are the real ones. And this is one of them.